Hey everyone, SnakeOnix here. Welcome back to another video. Where today we will be reacting to Before We Die by Distractable with Mark, Wade, and Bob. Now, there's a new series I'm considering to do if this video gets enough likes. And Mark, Bob, and Wade, if you guys are watching this at all, please do not get me a copyright strike. Please. I love this series, and this is the first time I actually thought about doing this. I have not seen this episode yet, but I do want to see if it's good or not. If they're okay with me doing this, I would react to this all the time. Also, guys, I'm a little sick, so I have a cold, so if you see me drinking Tech water bottle, not sponsored. I am not sponsored, but I have visited the school. But yeah, I drink this randomly so I don't keep coughing in the middle of the video. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started in 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, gent.
I didn't even click on it yet. What the fuck? Okay, anyways, 3, 2, 1.
Listener, and welcome to Distractable, a Wood Elf production. This week, Bob attempts to elicit a rim job from the narrator, but nobody saw him coming. The gents doggedly discuss dodging recommendations, while Alexa gains necromantic abilities. Bucket list, the bouquet and body of harvested minor fecal matter, personal development, play buttons, and learning Korean all make the bill.
Wait, did you say learning? I actually love Korean. I actually can kind of speak Korean.
Yes, it's time for Before We Die. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hello, gentle listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Distractable. I don't know why I decided to go with that tone of voice, but I did it, and I'm not doing another take. My name is Bob. I will be your host for today, and I'm joined, as per usual, by the men who will be my two contestants, Mark and Wade.
Hello. On one of those. You know, speaking of not doing other takes, it sounds like Baltimore didn't know their take either. I can't believe he said all those things.
I can't what?
What?
Didn't you guys listen to Baltimore talking about this episode?
He records those after we will have done this. He doesn't do that before.
Yeah, it's not like he does the intro, then just sits silently as the fourth person in the Discord, which we still don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell did I just listen to?
We just know definitively it's not him.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll pretend I don't know what happens this episode then. Let's go on.
Do you know what's happening in this episode?
Yeah, so do you know who wins, I guess?
No.
Because if you could tell me, I would be informative.
Oh, man, I could shape the future right now, but by the sound of it, I didn't interfere, so I can't interfere. So no, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say about the bat, I'm so confused. Like, Wade, what are you talking about? What?
Okay.
I'm confused. Is that the topic of the episode? Is being confused?
Well, it's just traditionally the host gets to pick the topic, and that's...
Yeah, that's not the topic. Bob picks the topic.
Not technically what I had in mind.
Yeah.
Wait, do you know the future?
Only from Baltimore.
I mean, now I just have more questions about why he knows what he knows, I guess, if anything.
You must be listening.
Yeah.
You must have listened. I don't know.
To the future?
Well, unless you listened to it in the past.
Is that why he's here? He has already had listened?
Yeah.
Huh? So he hears the future.
I don't know, but I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Well, Voldemort, I bet you didn't see this coming. The way this podcast works is I'm the host and the guys compete and I pick a winner. And the winner of today's podcast hosts the next episode. We never explain how the show works anymore. There's no way he saw that coming.
Yeah. Maybe we should pull up the old doc with the actual written out intro.
Oh,
Didn't we have that?
God, yeah.
Somewhere, yeah. We did have a written out intro.
Where would that be? Hang on.
I couldn't even guess.
I think it's on my Google Docs down here. No, that's Go. That's not this one. No.
Oh, God, I think Mark broke. Jesus Christ.
I found an intro.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome.
Wait, can we just repeat that again?
Oh, God, I think Mark broke. Jesus Christ.
I found an intro.
That sounds like Doom 2016 when you go into hell and you just hear that ambient sounding when you get to the gates.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Distractable podcast. Here we discuss anything that interests us and compete to see who can bring the most captivating stories to the table. Whoever brings the most dazzling story, as judged by me, will be declared the winner of the podcast. Will earn the right to host next week's episode and play the role of judge.
Wow.
Wow, yuck.
I have more written out here for the first one. In accordance with my incredible, nigh on unbelievable, absolute crushing victory on the last week's podcast, I am the host for today and will judge the worthiness of my fellow podcaster's story.
Oh, man.
Also, guys, I want to say this. I cannot laugh because every time I laugh, I cough more and more, and I do not like coughing.
I'm joined by... I wrote out everything. Good God.
What if we do an episode, not this episode, because Bob gets to host whatever he wants, but what if I host an episode?
Fully scripted episode.
That? A fully scripted, or where we just react to our old episodes?
Wait,
That? A fully scripted, or where we just react?
Hold on, can we just repeat this again?
But what if I
Fully
host an
scripted episode.
That? A fully scripted, or where we just react to our old episodes?
That's the cool thing to do these days. React channels are what's up, man.
Original is out. React is in.
Mm-hmm. You right.
You let the AI make the content, and then you let the humans react to the content. That's the future of. That's the future.
Or
of,
we find or other people have reacted to our podcast, and we react to their reactions.
That's what I'm doing right now, Wade.
Fucking Bo Burnham sketch from inside.
Hell yeah.
That did make me laugh in a very cringy, I hate myself sort of way.
What is a cringe laugh? I don't know what a cringe laugh. Hey, editor, can you put like I don't know where I am, but can you find like an open space and just show a clip of a cringe laugh?
I never saw Inside, but I heard there was a song.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like at least one song, yeah.
You guys know I don't ever know anything.
It's really funny. Why would you not have watched it? It's not like, oh, I watched this to be aware of it.
Wait, I haven't watched it either.
What?
I'm sorry.
When people like things and everyone gets excited about something, especially another content creator, I avoid it like the plague.
It's honestly just really funny, but
Wait, what? I didn't hear that correctly. What?
Something, especially another content creator, when people like things and everyone gets excited about something, especially another content creator, I avoid it like the plague.
It's honestly just really funny, but I think it would be interesting, neither of you having watched it, to hear your reaction to it now, because it captures a very like trapped in the pandemic sort of mood. Mm-hmm. It's a very strong like mood vibe, strong emotions. For me, watching it during, like I watched it right soon after it came out, Manny and I watched it. It was right in the thick of like everyone's still locked down. The pandemic is still very much being acknowledged because it's still happening regardless of the fact that no one seems to give a shit anymore. Yeah, it would be interesting because if you watch it now, you might be like, oh, this is weird and cringy. Ugh. But it is honestly just really funny.
That's what I've heard about it.
It's worth watching.
I'm less antagonistic as Wade, apparently, in terms of recommendations.
Oh, I'm a villain.
I don't know why, but hey, all your friends like this thing. I will never.
Hey, Wade, I know you like like action movies and sci-fi. I think you'd really enjoy this new show that's coming out. Fuck you! You tell me what I like.
Oh, yeah, that sounds nice.
Get out of here.
I like things that are somewhat ignored, overlooked, and unpopular, like myself.
Is that why you're such a big
Go on.
Dragon Ball Z fan?
Yeah, no one likes that.
Is that why you played so many hours of Raid Shadow Legends?
I quit mobile games, remember?
You're like the mobile game hipster. You're like, oh yeah, I play a Scotcha game. Oh really? What? You haven't heard of it.
There's no way you've heard of this one.
It's called...
I don't play anymore. I've quit. I've retired.
It's called Raid Shadow Legends. You wouldn't know.
It's called The Shadows of Raid.
That does sound enticing now that you mention it, though.
You wouldn't understand.
Is this an ad? Is it like an insider ad type of thing?
Anyway, that's not the topic. And if Baltimore thinks he's so smart, then he can come and lick my ass.
All right.
No offense, Baltimore. Please keep doing our intro. I'm sorry.
You just hear heavy footsteps and a slurping sound coming from outside your door.
A nice little spray bottle as he moistens his tongue.
Hello, gentle listener. Yeah, yucky. I felt yucky saying it.
Well, I hardly even noking her.
Jesus.
We should move on. No one laughed about that last time I heard it either.
Oh, wow.
Well, do you guys have any small talk?
Yes!
Okay.
It might be the same thing I have, but go ahead, Mark.
Wait, what do you have? What in your life
Mine's
is
about space.
Oh, that's good. Go ahead.
I mean, you can go first. I was just thinking you might.
Oh yeah, the wrong telescope, right? Again?
What?
The wrong.
Oh God, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you got.
That's right. You refuse to know anything about anything. I forget.
No, but you got ripped apart last time because you said the wrong telescope name.
Listen, we try and not really try very hard at all to not date these episodes, but the first images from the James Webb Space Telescope came out, and they look cool.
They're so cool.
I saw them and they do look cool. I'm in for once. I'm in the in crowd for once.
That's so refreshing, Wade.
Yeah.
I'm refreshed.
It's really, really neat. I looked at the picture before I read any of the description, and I was just like staring at it, and I saw like the curved, like the lensing of some of the galaxies. I'm like, what's going on here? Is this like a mega black hole or something? But it's actually like the sheer mass of some of those galaxies and the distance away is causing the light to warp through its own gravity. It's like, oh, it's just nuts.
Gravitational lensing.
Yes.
It was really cool to look at, even for someone that's not like as into space. It was really cool, really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
What a pity.
What a pity. What?
It's from your song. It's your own song.
You can't throw in rhymey words.
Oh, I see what you're going for.
From In Space.
Right. It's so pretty.
Space was so cool and so pretty. What a pity. I was being clever.
Oh, okay.
I see. I get you. Everyone give him his clever points.
Is that like a Markiplier reference?
No, it's In Space.
Who's in space?
I can't watch Markiplier. He's too popular.
I get you. Thank you. Thank you. Those are nice. That feels good.
Anyone that trends occasionally on social media, I cannot stand.
Occasionally.
Well, you must.
Wait a minute, does that mean you do not stand Markiplier by your own woods?
Love me.
Yeah, you're my
I've
favorite.
never trended a day in my life.
We are my favorite.
Go team. Anyway, yeah. What was your thing, Mark?
I have numerous things.
Oh.
Hold on. I had them here. I was getting a video up because I haven't done it. Hold on. Stall.
Yeah.
Well, I've got no small talk with which to
imagine I'm
stall.
dancing.
Thanks for asking. Mark, what's yours?
News bulletin.
I turned around, and when I turned around, I saw that someone else had turned around.
Turned around, and then I had turned around, and when I turned around, she had turned around.
Amazon's Alexa could soon mimic voice of dead relatives.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Wait,
I'm sorry, what the fuck? Why? Like, wouldn't there be more torture for the relatives who are living? Because they want to move on. If you have an Alexa that just plays the voice, wouldn't that just be more torture?
do they have to have been recorded, or can it just remember my grandma from 20 years ago?
Don't worry.
It will listen to you on your Amazon account and remember you.
Yes. In all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually how it's worked, because Amazon has been reported to record your conversations even without your permission. This is true. That's a fact. It doesn't matter if they may or may not do it to this point. They did it in the past. They'll do it again.
Yay.
But now it's even better because it knows when your relatives die, and it can comfort you with their own voice emitting from the
That's not comfort.
smart speaker inside your house.
Mark, it's me, Mark. It's Daddy. I'm dead. You lost me.
Mhm.
If you're mourning, don't worry.
Yes.
I'm dead.
Dad,
Couldn't
wow.
be deader.
It's your deceased parents' voice, but they're aware. They're like living in current times, and they're like, I'm sorry I died. It's okay though, because I'm here now. Like, what the?
Maybe you'd like to shop on Amazon, Mark. Buy yourself something to feel better.
Did you know you can get more with Prime?
Is that really what you want, Dad? Oh, yes. Shop a lot.
Oh, honey, I know these cookies were your favorite. Maybe Granny will just add some to your cart.
Do you stay old when you're dead?
Oh yeah, well, you know,
Oh, now I get the answer before he died. Now I get it. They're talking about like the dead.
yeah. Yeah, obviously. What do you mean? What kind of question is that?
That's the worst feature. That's so sad. I don't want that.
They just continue to age.
No. It gets better.
Oh, God.
Because Rohit Prasad, Senior Vice President and Head Scientist for Alexa, said at the event Wednesday, whatever event that was, that the desire behind the feature was to build greater trust in the interactions users have with Alexa. Yeah, okay, all right.
God, I just love that idea so much. It's killing me.
Yeah.
I don't mean this in a gross way, but remember whenever we were doing the 3 Pins and we were talking about the sex doll website where they were making like individual porn star dolls?
Why are
I'm
you
sorry,
doing this
what
to
the
us?
fuck?
Could I get a programmable daddy doll that has my dad's voice? I don't really care about the anatomy of it, but I just want to look and talk to my dad again. Could I?
I'm sad that I knew exactly what you were going to say.
What?
From the first half sentence you uttered, and also sad that that's a thing I believe you want sincerely and not even in a joking way.
I don't think I do. I don't think I would buy my dad.
Anyway, continuing.
But my wife and kids, I could have them back.
I wasn't done.
He's not even done.
I'm not even done.
Yeah.
Continuing, greater trust in the interactions users have with Alexa by putting more, quote, human attributes of empathy and affect, not effect, affect. These attributes have become even more important during the ongoing pandemic when so many of us have lost loved ones or lost ones that we love. While AI can't eliminate the pain of loss, it can definitely make their memories last, end quote.
Every time you click confirm payment, it's, I love you, son.
Yeah.
God.
So there's one more that makes it even worse. In a video played by Amazon at the event, a young child asks, Alexa, can Grandma finish reading me The Wizard of Oz?
If you buy it.
Alexa then acknowledges the request and switches to another voice mimicking the child's grandmother.
No.
You need to move on and get through life and go through the grieving process. Well, let's halt you right at stage 1.
In the future, grief will only have a single stage. Never letting go.
Introducing Grief Prime.
Grief Prime has really changed my life. Mom Dot and Dad Dot like to fight sometimes, but I just unplugged Mom and then everything's fine.
Yeah, you know those trucks you're riding behind and they say, there's a lot more to Prime. It's like, there's a lot more to grief. A truckload more. Let Amazon walk you through it.
God.
The more expensive the item you add to the cart, the more sweltering pride you hear from your loved one.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Having that heartfelt conversation where my dad tells me how proud he is of me while I can hear the tears swelling because I added that $2,000 item. So worth it.
So worth it.
This is just one of those things that strikes me as like,
The worst?
you know, inside the company, at the beginning, someone had to be like, guys, this is fucked up. I don't know. Like, and probably more than one person was like, I don't know. I know we're just researching and this seems weird. And at some point, like some leader, some higher up corporate person was like, no, this is a great idea. And anyone who wasn't on board with that was just like kicked off the project.
Yeah.
That's why they're hiring.
To the point now where they're like, this is the future of family. You can live forever. And inside the company is like that. But who outside of that group who's trying to promote this, what person is looking at this and being like, wow, technology.
Soulless corporate sellouts.
You know, instead of just doing this, Amazon could literally be helping stop cancer. They could literally be helping the world save trees, literally doing anything, yet they're being selfish and just trying to sell more and more products.
This is just awful in every way I could imagine.
Yeah. Wait, have you heard the inside song? Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back into it. Show us how. You ever heard that one?
Look at where you came from. Look at you now.
I just heard a couple lines of it just now, but that's it.
It's about Jeff Bezos. You know who Jeff Bezos is?
Let me Google inside of Jeffrey and see if I get it.
Yeah, that'll probably get you there.
What's the guy's name? Bob Burnham.
Robert
Bob
Burnham. Yes.
Robert Burnham Esquire.
That's,
Oh my God.
that's actually a really good, like, professional name. Robert Burnham Electricians.
My name is Robert Burnham the Third, the Esquire.
Roberto Baronium.
Oh, is this the Jeffrey Bezos song?
That is what I
that's
said,
the one.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading the lyrics right now.
Okay.
That really gets the whole message across.
Oh, I did hear this one. Molly played this one for me. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, I'm glad we got to that.
Good. I have one more story if you guys would like it.
Is it about the same thing or is it something else?
It's fun.
Oh, thank God.
It's
Oh,
fun.
cool. Hooray.
It's fun. All right. Fecal microbacteria. Oh, sorry. Fecal microbiota transfer between young and aged mice reverses hallmarks of the aging gut, eye, and brain.
All right.
I'm sorry, what? That was way too fast for me to even understand that. Like, I understand what he was saying, but he was going way too fast for me to understand a process what he just said.
Is this one where they had the
Aging gut transfer between young and aged mice reverses hallmarks of the aging gut, eye, and brain.
All right.
I get it. Yeah, I get it now.
Is this one where they had the two twin mice that looked very different in the aging process?
Probably, yeah.
I saw a picture of this.
Old shit makes you young, or vice versa. Young shit makes you young.
Exactly.
So I just need to eat shit and I'll be young forever? Is that what you said?
Yes. No. Wait. No.
Eating it would kind of destroy all those things that you're wanting from it.
Inject shit.
You need to harvest feces from those younger than you and then insert it inside of yourself.
So baby diaper value is skyrocketing.
Whoa.
The under 25 toilet is more of a collection system, really. This is our future. Over 25, you gotta pay to use a toilet.
So there's like, what is it called? Does baby diapers have stem cell cure?
yeah,
let's go
that's the
with- yeah.
ticket. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Does baby diaper have stem cell cure? I want that to be a trending
That is
Google search.
Such big does Bruno Mars is gay energy. Does baby diapers has stem cells?
And the answer is yes.
So why does poop from the young cure us old?
Well, I'll tell you. Well, it's a long article, but I'm trying to like get it down. This is how they did it. Okay. So each mouse received 100 microliters of fecal slurry preparation at each. I don't know what a gavage is, but Gavage, whatever their gavage is, they
That's
got
that new perfume that Johnny Depp is selling. Gavage.
Wait a minute. Is Johnny Depp actually selling perfume now?
The administration of food or drugs by force, especially to an animal, typically through a tube leading down the throat to the stomach.
There you go.
So it's like an NG tube.
Yeah. So at pellet collection, mice were separated into individual sterile boxes and 2 pellets collected before returning to the cage. So what this signifies is the microbiome in your gut, we've long known, is almost not even external bacteria. It's kind of like human specific bacteria. And these things create some of the nutrients that our bodies cannot fabricate. We don't know like exactly the ramifications of all of the effects, but in modern society with medicine, we do have antibiotics, which is great because it helps us stay alive. It also creates superbugs, so that's a long-term problem, but it also kills your gut biome. So oftentimes after you get antibiotics, you'll need to be given probiotics so that you can reconstitute. But one of the quickest way to get the bacteria that a human needs is just taking it from someone else. And how do you do that? Their poop is full of it. So there you go.
I've known that a fecal transplant was like a thing. There's a disease you can get where basically your body loses the ability to regenerate its inner biome. And so you can get like a fecal transplant like from a spouse or someone that you live with or whatever that's like in your life that shares, exposures with you. That's like a treatment. That's been a thing. Okay. Is this going to become a thing where it's like you go to a clinic and you're like, yeah, Botox in my cheeks, butt lift, and 1 young fecal transplant, please?
One young.
Is it like a fast food menu at the doctor's office?
Give me that young shit in me.
Can I get a bone transplant and a side of fecal?
Oh my God.
Supersize me.
This one is from a 2-month-old baby. Good year, good month.
I have a 2021 Cabernet fecal.
I love the violin in the background. That's actually really good effect.
A guy on the street like, you want to buy a fecal? This is very fresh from baby on the streets of Moscow.
Yeah, you got your poop sommelier.
Oh, this one's aged to perfection.
Would you like to smell the cork?
That would give such a whole new meaning to the idea of smug rich people having shit-eating grins.
Wait, don't drink it yet. You have to let it sit. Yes, let it breathe.
Let it sit on your tongue.
Breathe. The tannin.
And you want to sip air in with it to get the full bouquet.
So where do we go to eat shit and stay young?
I mean, you can.
I'm laughing so hard. Oh my god, that killed me. Can we just replay that for like a second?
And with it to get the full bouquet.
So where do we go to eat shit and stay young?
I mean, you could, technically speaking, go get it yourself. I mean, but that takes work.
I'm not going to go around and find young people and be like, can you shit for me?
It's like the new version of Eat, Pray, Love for middle-aged ladies.
You know,
Eat shit, stay young.
you should stay young.
I'm going to hire a plumber to go to the schools and collect the clogged poop for me.
Oh my god, that's very fun.
Anyway, weird.
What?
What you're saying is...
Fuck you.
I mean, no, it makes sense, but like it's weird that it de-ages the internals of the other mouse. It's just surprising to me, I guess.
I need a lot of shit because I look older than all of you guys. I need some shit in my life.
I think it's because you only eat plain burgers.
Well, I'm going to start eating shit.
That's the only option. I think what it is, it amounts to like, it just overall is nutrients are essential for the body to rebuild itself, right? So if you have a diverse gut microbiome, they can synthesize more of the things that you need that you may not be able to get from a very diverse diet. So it probably is less about de-aging and more about repairing systems that should have been repaired a long time ago, but your body did not have the right nutrients to do so. But I am not an expert in this. That is just my conjecture.
Interesting.
I doubt the conclusion to pull from this is to go hunt down baby diapers and smear it all over your body.
Yeah, please do not do this, guys, for real. They're just talking about random dumb shit. This is just for fun. Don't actually go and get shit.
What you want to do is you go to the public park and you wait for a baby to need changing. And then when they throw that away in the public trash can, that's just up for grabs right there. Plus, the great thing about really young babies is that their poop is basically liquid. Way easier to get in you.
Can you stop talking about shit? Not only is it funny, it's disgusting.
Good.
I'm glad you're so excited about it.
Good.
Like those trucks that drive around whenever you put your garbage out and they collect things they think they might be able to get value out of or repurpose. And you're just like, no, I need the diapers out of the can. I know there's a family with 2 babies 3 doors down. Their diapers are as good as my buffet.
It's going to be the hot new Jamba Juice flavor. Give me the Ultra Blueberry and give me the 9 to 12 month old add-in, please.
Yeah.
Can I get the preschool blend?
Can you give me just 1 scoop? Nah, 2 today. I'm feeling hungry. Anyway, the news is over.
All right, well, we're just starting this episode. Bob, I hear you.
Please tell me you guys have some stories. And please, just tell me you have some stories.
Have a great topic.
We are 25 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. That's okay, because the topic for today...
Getting older.
Let's just say there's... listen. Let's just say... Yeah, kind of, but not really. I'm going to call today's topic Hot or Not.
Ooh.
Bucket List Edition.
What?
Oh, I get it. So things you want to do before you die. Okay.
Okay, all right.
So I want to talk about bucket lists. This is something I find very interesting because most people probably know, but a bucket list basically is like a list of stuff you want to do before you die, aka before you kick the bucket. So there's your bucket list. There you go. If you didn't know that one, that's a freebie.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of bucket list stuff, and I've always wondered if that was weird or if I'm just not very ambitious, that I'm cool with dying without having to experience. I don't know. So I don't know. The number one thing on my bucket list is I'm excited I want to go to the Olympics someday.
Ooh,
it's just
good
like,
one.
it's such a thing. I want to go and see all the stadiums, and, you know, it's probably not that exciting. It's not that exciting to go watch like a swim meet or, you know, gymnastics, but it is exciting because it's the Olympics. But all of it, the experience, I want to do that. That's definitely a thing for me. And beyond that and some traveling, my bucket list is not like super detailed.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys have ideas about this? Do you have a list written down somewhere in a shoebox? Like,
I mean,
where are you at with this?
I could think of a few, but I'm more confused as why this is hot or not.
Well, what I want to get to is there are a lot of ideas that I think are considered sort of ubiquitous bucket list ideas. And when once we're done talking about our own, I want to go through a list and decide if these bucket list ideas that people share publicly are hot or not.
What do you mean hot? Not like the good or bad?
Like,
okay,
you know, because I think a lot of the stuff that I hear about, I'm like, why would you want to do that? That sounds stupid.
Gotcha. My bucket list thing that pops up into my mind is something I've been thinking about recently. I want to go somewhere where the winter is extremely snowy and cold and harsh, that's surrounded by like thick trees that I can chop down for firewood. And I want to be snowed in and trapped for the
So you want to be a typical lumberjack? Okay.
entirety of winter, and I have a food supply, but it may not last me the entire winter, so like I'm gonna
You got like freeze-dried food and stuff?
yeah
Come with me next time I visit Molly's family in Minnesota.
yeah, but I mean like away from everyone, like a cabin in the middle of nowhere.
Like in the Canadian Rockies.
Exactly, right? And I just want to be out there alone, maybe pop like a satellite dish on the roof for some internet, but if not, that's also fine.
I mean, dude, you're rich enough to do that. Like, you can easily do that, but it would cost you a lot of money. But I think you can afford it with with how much money you make on YouTube, as well as how much you benefit from other things. Like, I know you were paid in the past to do gaming. So, I only heard this from a few friends of mine. So, I don't know if they're true or not. So, I'm just going with what they say about it. But I know you can do it.
I just want to be out there alone and go insane.
We got to get way ahead on podcast episodes if we're losing you for a year then. Jesus.
It's a winter.
Yeah, but if a winter up north could be, wouldn't that be longer than like a normal, like the further north you go, isn't the longer the winter, like the more
He
extreme?
intends it to be for a shorter amount of time than an entire year.
Oh, okay. So he wants a convenient 1 week winter, but a real extreme week. Okay.
I said normal winter is like 3 months. I believe I even said 3 months at some point.
So you want like 3 days of winter. Okay, Mr. Spoiled.
Okay.
Why don't you just buy some winter, Mr. Bezos? Have it delivered to Cali.
I kind of get that, Mark. I'm just going to ignore Wade going forward. I kind of get that.
Okay.
That's not, I've always had like, mine's not that exact thing, but the idea of like a very bushcrafty survivalist thing where it's like,
Yeah.
I'm not in a situation where it's actual life and death.
Yeah.
I'm not that skilled of a person, but a situation where it's like making my own fire using fire steel and tinder and things, and so that sort of feeling of like isolation. My own pond, like that one guy who lived by the pond. What's his name?
Yeah. That
Pond guy.
Pond
I wanna
guy.
be that guy.
Yeah.
Self-sufficiency and misogyny. Sorry, wait, no,
Wait a
sorry.
second.
That's not the. No, that's not the. I don't want to do that part. He can keep that part.
All right.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting one.
It sounds nice in theory, but I mean, I don't know. On my bucket list, I'd like to go to Hawaii. That's on my bucket list. And I grew up with my grandparents had a cabin that was like right on Lake Cumberland down in Kentucky almost. And we could go out on the pontoon. And my grandpa, we had like 2 rooms in the back that were air conditioned. The rest of the house was not air conditioned, including the room I stayed in. So we had like no air conditioning for a lot of it. We'd go out, live in the water. My grandpa was very hands-on. So we'd go work on the boat ourselves, work on the trucks and stuff ourselves. And that was nice and that was handy. But I mean, I did appreciate the luxuries whenever I was allowed to like go cool off in the air conditioning, or whenever I came back home and just had that normally and didn't have to go work on brakes and motors and things. And I'm glad I did that stuff, but I don't know that I would voluntarily want to live a long time without any luxuries or amenities. I mean, they are called those things for a reason.
What is this exactly? You wish life would was shittier, so you appreciated the good parts more?
No.
Like a vacation into this sort of deal?
The cabin in the woods where you had to like do everything by hand sounds not good to me. Like you guys, I'm glad
you're
that
saying that's why that doesn't appeal. I thought you were describing
it
your
does
own
not
bucket
appeal
list.
to
I
me
was
for
like,
that reason. No.
it sounds kind of like what Mark was saying.
Okay, I get it.
Having the ability to be able to do those things is nice, but like
that's fair.
like more than a week. I just had my power out for 2 days, not that long ago. And 2 days is not that long, but man, sleeping without having like central air, like heat or AC, in extreme weather conditions where you're forced to like bundle up or whatever, and you've got to go cut down trees in the freezing cold and risk frostbite. That sounds awful to me. But I mean, more power to you.
That sounds awesome. I don't know, man. I just want that.
That's fine. You're welcome to. Have you done anything like a small taste of something like that where you like know you could handle it?
Nope.
Or you can be miserable after like a week.
Nope.
And regret it.
Have you ever been a little stranded?
Nope.
All right. Well, yeah. Like I said, my bucket list is pretty simple. I'd like to go to Hawaii. I also don't have much on a bucket list, Bob.
Is that your only one?
Honestly, yeah. And I had to work hard to come up with that. I will say, thinking about it and talking about the cabin and the lake and everything, I do miss that. Like, if I were to move, I would love to be on the water or like real close to water where I could go out like on a boat. I love being around water. I love the sound of flowing water. So being like on a lake or I don't think I want to be on the ocean, but being like on a lake somewhere would be really cool. Probably really expensive, but just having that option to go out on the water all the time, that sounds really, really nice. That's something else, I guess. That and seeing Hawaii. But I mean, I literally don't have... We've gotten to do so much shit in the last 10 years between the tour and the different conventions and things. I mean, I've crossed stuff off of a bucket list I never even wrote. And I say that to chat and stuff sometimes when I'm streaming, but like, it's true. I just never imagined I'd get to do so many cool things in life to where it's like, I didn't make a crazy bucket list. And I very much live life kind of day by day. I think whenever you go through a lot, you don't look back or look forward too much. You more so, you've got your goals and things you know you need to do, but it's like typically on a day's basis I focus on that day and like, sure, maybe I've got a meeting set up for next week or something like that, but like you just put that in your calendar and don't think about it. It's not like I'm spending a lot of time daydreaming or planning or whatever. I just kind of live today, get to tomorrow, live tomorrow, get to the next day. And I think that kind of a bucket list and that kind of dreamy thinking doesn't really apply to the way I live.
Dreamy thinking. This guy wants to go to Hawaii.
It's kind of...
Why go to Hawaii? I mean, it's a beautiful place, yeah, but I could never see myself going to that. Like, I hate the heat. Like, that is pure hell for me. Just going to, like, a hot place, that's just hell for me.
Head in the clouds nonsense.
Well, that's just always something I've wanted to see. It's not like I think about it very much. It's like if I have to put something on my bucket list, it's like, well, I've always wanted to see Hawaii in person, so I guess that's there. But it's not like I'm dying to go or anything.
That's honestly kind of how I feel about it too, I guess. I've gotten to do a lot of stuff I would never have expected. And like, I feel like life is constantly filled, if you're lucky enough to have like a good perspective on it, and it's not like, you know, life is torturing you, stuff is hard. Certainly been through times in life where I was stuck in the middle of something that was difficult and I didn't like anything about it, but like I get to do a lot of stuff in general that's kind of just wild, and I wouldn't necessarily put it on a list, but it's crazy experiences. I feel like I've had a wide range of experiences. It's hard to pick a bunch of stuff to put on a list that I feel like would be more interesting than what happens just because we get to do this podcast and all this stuff like Wade was saying. But
if we were to get real about it, part of that I think comes from trauma, which is kind of sad, like, to get sad for a moment. But like growing up, I remember thinking about how like I would imagine having like my parents and grandparents, because I was really close with my grandparents, especially like at different events in my life, and it didn't work out that way. And it was kind of soul crushing. Like, you know, I had a fantastic wedding, but like I definitely felt a couple of empty seats that I wished had people there. And so I remember as a kid thinking like, oh man, I can't wait for my dad and my grandma and grandpa to see me do this and get their law school and get this and get that. And like not accomplishing those things, not having people there for that. I don't know. I guess it's like I don't want to dream too big and then feel that soul crushing feeling again of like part of the dream not being the way I imagine it now or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too psychological about it, but like that might be part of the reason why I don't have big bucket list too. Anyway, fart joke.
well, I'm not sad. So.
Yeah, no, I'm not either.
God, soul-crushing despair over here.
This guy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, bucket list, you're already gonna die. Why you gotta bring down the mood?
Okay, that is just a morbid way to look at it.
Yeah, this is lighthearted.
Well, at least Amazon will always preserve me and my family.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you go shop on Prime Day.
Yeah.
Already happened or whatever. So would you say yours is short, Mark? Are you low on bucket list stuff, or do you have a bunch of other stuff you're just waiting to talk about?
I mean, if you've got a hot or not list, we could go and blast through those.
All right. All right. Well, it's
No
a lot
bucket
of...
list to have like a big orgy or like a 17-way or something.
I don't want that.
Yeah,
Do I even want to know what a 17-way is?
sounds too sweaty.
I'm going to try and sort of simplify some of these, because I would say there's some sort of classes of the generic bucket list stuff that people get onto.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious, because a lot of these don't interest me. Or some of them maybe I or you guys have already done, and we can talk about that. The first category of bucket list thing I want to say is like the seeing all of something. Visiting all 8 wonders of the world. Swim in all 7 of the major oceans and seas. See all of the 7, I hope it's the right number, continents.
Uh-huh.
Or 6, like Antarctica doesn't count because it's boring. I don't know.
You hear that, Antarctica?
You suck.
You don't count.
Except for Mark. He wants to live there for 3 months.
Well,
Do you guys have any of that like, and like this includes stuff too, like see every major league baseball stadium or, whatever. Is there like anything you're collecting?
No.
No,
Does that
I'm,
appeal
I'm,
to you?
I'm
Because
not
I think
a
this
collector.
one seems stupid.
No,
Yeah, I've got no interest in all that either.
not me.
All right. Well, if that's on your bucket list, you're an idiot.
You bucketed wrong.
Ah.
Was that officially a not? Was that not hot?
Yeah, I agree.
So, seeing all of the what?
Okay, so not hot. Like that means like it's not good. Okay, I finally understood it. I finally get it. What the? Oh my god! I keep getting emails from Berkeley College and some random colleges.
Whatever. Continents, oceans, wonders of the world. Not hot.
Not.
Stupid.
Boring.
Your bucket list pales in comparison to ours.
Mm-hmm.
This is related and possibly includes Wade's one item already. But the next category is similar, but is more like go see this one specific thing, like the Northern Lights or the Great Barrier Reef or the Grand Canyon
I would love to see the Northern Lights. I always found them to be beautiful.
or Hawaii. I don't know. Is there anything in the world, individual location, architecture, the Louvre, anything that you need to see before you die? Is this a good one or a bad one?
I think this is okay because the whole hitting every of something is just so arduous. I don't think if you're on your bucket list, you're not going to make that. But seeing the one thing, I get that. I don't know what one thing I would have, but
So for me, Hawaii, I would like to see a place in the Caribbean. I just like tropical locations, so I want to see Hawaii and or like places in the Caribbean because I like tropical locations, the beach, the drinks, the atmosphere. The one place I wanted to see on my bucket list is already crossed off, and that was when we were doing the Europe You're Welcome tour. I got to go see Notre Dame, and the reason I wanted to see that was because in Minecraft way back in the day, I built like a semi-replica of it, at least on the exterior, that was heavily based on it, and like I just wanted to see it in person. Just I don't know, after having studied it and tried to build something like it, it was like, well, it'd be really cool to see that in person, and I've already gotten to do that, so it's crossed off. But like I think for an individual location, like the reason that location might be important to someone varies a lot, so I think that one's okay too. That's
Hot.
or whatever. Yeah.
All right. Legit. I agree. I like that one. I don't know what I would pick, but there are a few things in the world where I'm like, yeah, I guess I wish I would see that. I would like to see that before I'm gone.
hot.
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 Hot, hot, hot.
Every boob in the world.
All right. Well,
What the fuck, Wade?
this next one we may struggle to relate to on a personal level, but I'm going to group these all together and reserve my opinion on them. Anything on a bucket list relating to your career. So there's a lot, if you look like what are bucket list ideas? There's a lot of stuff that are like
Be bigger than Markiplier.
be an expert in your field or mentor young coworkers or like receive a big promotion. We don't really have like a normal career path, but if you imagine you had like an office job or you were an engineer or something, I don't know, or a lawyer, would this be on your bucket list?
Oh, well,
Career achievement?
You just hit 1 million subscribers on your YouTube channel.
True.
Wade, you've already had 1 million, but I have a couple more.
Are you seriously trying to brag about how many people you have, Malk? Wow, that's a dick move.
But like, given that is an achievement, it comes with a gold play button. It's like there's a ceremony behind it. There's like a sense of accolade. Like the fans are really excited about that for the creator and for you. Would you consider that to be almost a bucket list achievement?
Yeah, I'd say
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was asking Bob. Wait.
Oh, okay, never mind. I reserve my opinion.
We both can have an answer for this. It's something I'm very excited about, but it's honestly not a thing where it's like, at some point I sat down and was like, okay, how am I going to get to 1 million? Like what? I stopped thinking about that a long time ago, and the number just sort of kept creeping up and creeping up. And in the last couple of months, I've been watching, and it's like, that might actually hit 1 million. That's crazy. But it's definitely not a thing where I would have like written it down or like made a mental note where it's like, God, I need that. I want to achieve that. It's an insane achievement, but I wouldn't really say it's on my bucket list, even though I'm not ungrateful. It's cool, and I can't believe it happened. But I don't know. If I died not having achieved that, I don't think I'd be sad about it. Be like, shoot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die now.
I never really dwelled on getting the milestones like that either, but there's something, it's kind of weird, but there's something I've wanted to do for like 5 or 6 years, I guess, career related. I don't know if I'll ever really do because I've never really pursued it, but I just think it would be cool. And that is like going and speaking either like at our old high school or one of the colleges I attended, and just like, I don't know if about teaching a full class or anything, but like just giving a talk about the mindset of like how I was whenever I was in school and thinking like, I have to have my career decided. I've got to have a plan, pursue from like 7th grade on, and just how like going with the flow of life and stuff and how we got into what we do. I don't know. Like, I think it would be cool to do something like that, which I guess is semi-career oriented, but it's not like I have to. I don't know if it counts as a bucket list, but it's something that like since about 2014, 2016, somewhere in that range, it's something I've been like, that'd be pretty cool to do.
Yeah, I've had something not quite like that, speaking at the school, but I've had something recently that I really do think fits in that vein of like passing on knowledge while also respecting what happened in the past. Is like, I've been doing this internship with Corridor Digital, and it's so strange because Corridor inspired me to start making videos, right? It's this bizarre dynamic where I have a channel that just purely by numbers, I have more subscribers, but they have a longer history of inspiring people with the content that they make. And they recently have hit a new stride with like more people in the office, and it's really exciting what's going on there. It's a great experience to be there. But in a weird way, sometimes they ask me things as if I am like the source of knowledge in terms of like hitting these big numerical successes. And I just keep going back to them, and I'm like, guys, you inspired me. But so to have this long career trajectory of like 10 years on YouTube, which is long on YouTube and the internet, and then be able to come full circle back to that and just be in an office with them and making stuff together is quite a trip, but really truly fulfilling. And so I'd say like the only career things that I would think would be hot in this debate would be things that give you that sense.
Since we have 19 minutes, I'm going to make sure that this... Okay, yeah, it's still recording. We're good.
Of fulfillment and completion, and be able to pass on knowledge while still being able to learn things. Overall, I don't know if like career stuff is necessarily hot or not bucket list material, but who knows?
I mean, I think it can be, because a standard career that you think about like an office 9-to-5 job is like an older mindset, whereas now there's so many things you can do between art, literature, music, entertainment, whatever. I think you can alter career things to fit bucket lists that aren't maybe the old standard way of thinking. So I think that could count. Speaking of 10 years, we're pretty close to 10 years of the first episode of Drunk Minecraft, where we all did our first collab, aren't we? Wasn't that like...
Yeah, was that in fall of 2012?
It was like July or August.
Happened?
It was July or August of 2012, I think. Yeah. My YouTube channel launched in November of 2012, so I'm up on 10 years as well.
August 2012 was the first episode. Technically, there was a stream before that, but I wouldn't count that.
I don't think I was on the stream. It was just you two and someone else, I think.
Yeah,
August 8th, 2012.
Yep.
So we're under a month away from that at this point.
Yeah, I don't know when this episode comes. I don't know. Yeah, we might be there. I don't know where we are. But I know we're close. It's somewhere around now.
I think this is not. But I have different values. I respect your opinion on it, Wade, and I guess Mark too. Would you both say hot?
I wouldn't.
Are you hotting this?
I wouldn't say hot because it's not like super spicy, and if it's just tepid, I have to say not, because it is not hot. Not.
I think it's definitely something I could see, but this is also not one for me that's like yes. It's more like lukewarm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm a pretty big not, but
lukewarm.
That's interesting.
Like between medium and good, I give it like this. Like this.
I was medium.
Mm.
I was thinking that one would be a not so interested one. But as an aside, Mark, I think it's really funny, just the little image that you painted of the corridor guys like asking you.
Yeah.
Because like in the industry, like you've been very successful and they have too, but just not, like you said, like the numbers is like a thing that people get caught up on. To me, the idea of the corridor guys asking you like they're not the OGs of YouTube and they're not like these legendary, this legendary channel with these legendary figures leading it. I don't know. It's just funny. And not to downplay, I'm sure that you know things that they don't know about specific things. You have a lot of knowledge you've accrued, but it's just funny. Because like you said, like you're basically of the generation that they inspired almost.
Yeah.
But also you're kind of in their generation because their channel has been so successful for so long. And they have had a renaissance over the last couple of years. That's been really sweet. That's just funny to me.
Yeah. This is a little interesting.
My renaissance is coming any day, guys. Just wait. It's coming.
Don't worry. You'll get there, buddy.
It's coming.
You'll have your very own renaissance any minute now.
Renaissance.
Not this minute.
Renaissance.
Sauce. All right. The next bucket list category, which includes a wide range of things. I think you guys might be more interested in this one. And I don't want to touch on a sore nerve, but involves something that I know you've been working on, Mark. Personal development goals.
Oh, no.
Like learning, say,
A language?
how to woodwork. Or a hobby that you're interested in, like making videos on YouTube.
Speaking Korean?
Yeah, or like speaking Korean. Maybe if you were trying to learn that.
Actually, fun fact about me, I started learning Korean a few months ago when I watched a video of Markiplier learning Korean on YouTube. Not even joking. I literally fell asleep one day listening to that, and one day, like the next day, I just started. For the first like 5 minutes, I remembered how to speak Korean, like basic Korean almost, and I just like learned how to speak a few sentences, but I can't speak it. I mean, I try to. I'm learning how to speak Korean right now as well. But I'm trying to also learn how to speak Russian and Japanese. So for me, this is all one giant thing for me. And knowing that he's been learning Korean too, I mean, I've known he has, but like him like developing it on this, when I'm talking about it, it's just, yeah, that's good.
Is that a bucket list thing or is that a goal thing?
It's a goal. By God, I hope it doesn't turn into a bucket list thing. My God.
At this point, it's been a bucket list. How long have you been trying? Try harder, man.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah. Wow.
Not to be like harsh, but like, oof.
You've been doing a good job, Mark. I believe in you.
Pretty rough, man.
Oh, jeez. God.
It's a little too real.
Oh, I'm dying faster than your dream of speaking Korean.
Oh, damn! Way to just demolish his entire dream. His entire goal. Like, just bring it down.
A little real, man.
You know, you're right, Wayne. How is all those dreams you're working on coming? Good?
Well, if you don't have them, you can't fail them.
I can't tell if that's funny or sad.
It's
but
both.
It made me sad, I guess.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. Do you have any personal development things you wish you need to learn before you kick it, Wade?
Nope, I'm pretty happy.
How to take constructive criticism, perchance?
Oh, God, no.
For an example? How to be less prideful, maybe? Set a good example?
I'm not that prideful. I'm just stubborn. I wouldn't call it pride because it's not like I think I'm better. I just know that I'm lazy and I accept that fault of my own. I have been, I will say, doing a little bit better on the health side of things, though. I've been more active, been outside, gone and played basketball a few times. Like I don't know if I told you guys on the podcast, but I've been doing better at that. So I guess I do want to shed a few pounds. I guess I need to eat some feces, get rid of some grays in my beard.
I thought we were done talking about shit, dude. Stop.
I'm going to put that on my bucket list now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Again, I guess I'm with Mark here. I don't know if that sounds like a bucket list. A bucket list sounds like it's something like I hope to do one day, and it's like if I'm not working on that now, then oof. So that sounds more like a goal than a bucket list to me. But I mean, if it's something that you're doing long term, like what would be a bucket list personal goal? Like health. I'm thinking health.
Yeah, it's one of those things where a bucket list is less about building a skill that takes a long time, because that does have to be a goal. And it's like, I guess if you die before you get it, you didn't make your goal. But bucket list is like that one thing. It's more of an experience, right? There's no time left for personal development. A bucket list is something that you don't really write it before you know you're about to die, right? You write your bucket list when you have a date that you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna kick the bucket. Because even if you have a bucket list beforehand, you really write down what that bucket list is.
Is that why it's called bucket list? Because you're gonna kick.
Yeah.
I explained that in this episode.
God, I don't listen, man.
Yeah, we know.
Really don't.
I get real caught up in my own train of thought sometimes and just zone out a lot.
What is your train of thought?
It really depends.
I'd love to have a peek into the mind of Wade.
So, yeah, I would love a ticker, like an out loud monologue of whatever is happening in your head. If we could get that sometime. Like if you just start talking and we'll stop and we'll just let you go.
It's hard to say because like my brain works in such a weird way where it's like you guys will say something that will get me thinking like, oh yeah, I need to work on maybe my health stuff. Like, oh, well, I've been playing basketball. I've been swimming a little bit. I don't know if swimming counts. And then my brain goes on, well, the last few times I swam, I didn't put on enough sunscreen because I got sunburned. But then I was afraid to shave my head. It's like, am I going to be pale on the sides and tanned on top? Oh, no, it looks okay, I think, because the dark hair on the sides has kind of covered it up. And then, like, a few more things will happen. And you guys will be like, Wade? I'll be like, oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. But it's not intentional. My brain just goes off on those distracted tangents that lead one to the other. Then I come back, and I usually forget half the stuff I thought about.
All right. That was
so distractible. So distractible.
I'm perfect for this show, except for the listening part.
All right. Well, I will say those are sort of the more general categories of things that I found as like themes. And, I arbitrarily broke them down. I'm sure there are other ways you could define the themes that exist within the bucket list. But I would like to move now to the lightning round. And this is where we might ruffle some feathers, and we can debate or not debate. If you have a strong feeling, go ahead and express it. But I would like to move through some specific things, and I want to say it, and I want you guys to say hot or not.
All right. And for everyone out there, if you get offended, this is just our opinion. It doesn't mean that it's official. This is just what we think.
If you get offended, go to the subreddit and tell us that we're assholes and why we're wrong. Reddit.com.
Oh my god, this if they say anything about Russian, because I'm part Russian, so I am very serious when it comes to Russia. So if they say anything bad about Russia, I will go to subreddit and just tweet about it.
/r/distractable.
And then buy some merch out of spite.
And then buy some merch, and then burn it, and then realize you like that shirt, and then buy another one. All right, you guys ready for lightning round?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, round one. Ride horses on the beach.
Not. No, I got no interest in that.
You gotta say not.
Not.
There you go, perfect. All right, round two. Go bungee jumping.
Not.
Hot.
Ooh.
No. God, no.
Hot.
Could not be less.
Mark's a thrill seeker. I like it. Round three. Take a hot air balloon ride.
Already done it.
Not.
Part of round four. Visit an elephant sanctuary.
Hot.
Not. I don't really care that much. I've seen elephants.
Round five. I'm particularly attracted to this one. Attend the Olympics.
Hot.
Not. They're better on TV, probably, like most
Hey,
things.
Wow.
Actually,
All right.
wait, no, you might be right.
Wait, come on. It's an
better in
experience.
person.
No,
Football,
you get
better
to
on
see
TV.
the Olympic Village, and you get to see the creepy mascot. You know there's going to be a creepy mascot.
Not.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it. All
It
right.
depends on the country it's in.
I specifically am excited for the Olympics that are going to be in Los Angeles in the not too distant future.
Oh, then hot. I'll be right here. Perfect. Hot. Back on hot.
All right, won him over.
Consistently not.
Ease of access. Round six. Be in a Saturday Night Live audience.
Not. I'd rather be on stage.
All right. Round seven. Be on a parade float in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Not.
No.
That one sounds kind of fun to me.
Oh, sounds terrible. You wave at
Sweating,
people.
waving, smiling.
Fine. Round 8, ride a mechanical bull.
Not.
Done it.
Done
Not.
I watched you do it.
Oh,
You didn't
yeah.
do it very well, I gotta be honest.
I've always done that.
No, I did not.
It was on like baby mode and everything.
Yeah.
But to be fair, you did it, and I chickened out.
Haha.
I tried to jump and balance on those exercise balls, which is not the same as a mechanical bull, but I can tell you it's not designed to handle you jumping and standing and trying to balance on it. And I should have died enough to that. I don't need any other risks to my life.
Yep.
That doesn't sound like it's related to a mechanical bull at all.
That's what I thought of. Yeah, you asked for my brain. I'm telling you everything.
That's fair. We did ask for that. Round 9, go skinny dipping in the ocean at night.
Not
No.
at
No,
night.
especially night.
Not a chance. No way. Not.
I could say I didn't go skinny dipping, but we did run into the ocean, not like up to our knees at the deepest, at night though.
You died. This is an Alexa recording of you. Now we know.
I did not. We ran into the ocean, then we ran right back into it.
How would that be an electric recording if it's on Discord?
The safety of a hot tub.
No way. Not on your life at night. Are you kidding me? Not.
There was lights from the hotel on the beach.
Cold.
It was exciting.
What about being in the middle of the ocean on a raft, Mark? Would you like that?
Cold.
All right. Round 10. Oh, I forgot I left this in here. Well, I don't like this one, but I'll do it anyway. Write a love letter to that person you've always intended to write a love letter to. I don't know if that applies to us very accurately, but, hot or not. guys?
Not my dearest person. By the time you're reading this, I'm dead. Anyway, I've lost it for you every night for years.
Look, it could be to Amy or Molly, or I could write one to it. It could be to a person that you already love.
Oh, okay.
Why would Mark be writing a love letter to Molly?
Yeah, well, I'm writing one to all three, if you know what I mean. Some of them are getting different stuff inserted inside of them.
All right. I was going to say not, but after hearing you say that, Bob, it's kind of hot.
Oh, God.
Very not.
Molly and I do write little letters to each other from time to time, but I wouldn't say it's a bucket list, so still not.
Oh, that's so cute.
I have some letters in my wallet in various storage places that Mandy wrote me when we were but a courting couple.
Whenever we used to see each other in person, but we lived apart or we had to travel,
Yeah.
Molly would always sneak a note in my bag or something, or hide it somewhere before she'd leave.
That's adorable.
But still not.
Oh. Yeah,
yeah, not.
hardcore.
Okay.
Not.
Round 11. Set a Guinness World Record. This is sort of pertinent. Hot.
That's actually hot. I actually do want to do that.
Hot. Hot.
Wait.
Yeah,
I'm lukewarm, so not, I guess.
That's a good one. That's good.
All right.
Number of people traumatized by your death, world record.
Hey.
I hope to have most people celebrating my death world record.
Wow. Two sides of the same coin.
They're like, finally, that asshole's gone.
Oh, yeah.
And for some reason, the last one is number 12. Oh, you know what? There's two more.
I thought that was just it, number 12.
This is not the last one. It's number 12. Run a marathon or half marathon or even just a 5K.
I can't. My knees cannot run that well, so no, I can't.
Not.
No.
No.
This is kind of one for me.
Yeah?
In a very athletic achievement is not a thing I've spent a lot of time on. I'm super out of shape. I'm like a big overweight dude. But the idea of training for and completing a race, even if it's incredibly slow, even if I just barely finish before they literally start tearing down the finish line to go home, the idea of doing that personally for me would be like a hallmark of I finally am taking care of myself more. I'm finally getting in better shape. So the race itself is not a big deal to me, but to commit to something and then to do it like a half marathon or like a bike race or something, that kind of appeals to me.
Okay.
It's not on my list, but that would be something where I would feel like, you know what? I did it. That would be satisfying.
That's cool. I like that.
But that's for me personally, because my health is I don't do a good job with my health. I'm super unhealthy. It's awful.
That makes a lot of sense. And that comes to the personalized natures of these. And no, that's pretty good. Not though. Still not.
Yeah, not for me, but great.
Hey, yeah, you don't have to do it. Hot for me, man. Hot for me.
That's good. That's good.
And the last one, obviously, round 13 is a normal number to stop on. Make a video that goes viral.
I actually want that. Yeah, hard. I want to do that. I want to become famous on YouTube.
Eh?
God, no.
No.
Eh?
Not.
We've probably been in one at this point. What has it really done for us? Given us a career, a life, happiness? Ugh.
What do you mean, probably?
It really depends how you define viral. Because I would say
Yeah.
Meow is viral
Mm-hmm.
in that it was shared beyond your platforms. People stole it and put it on Facebook and everywhere.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
I don't know if anything I've made on my own channels or anything is viral by any real measure.
Dude, I would consider the Pokemon Smasher Path viral, and Wade, that was your goddamn idea.
Was it really?
Yes, you told me to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. It was.
On this podcast.
Damn it. Why don't I ever do good things for myself?
Because I thought it was a bad idea. I just shitted it out, and look, everyone was like, ha, 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 this is the new thing. And then that gets more views than a lot of my other stuff I put actual work into.
Can I have the revenue for that video then?
Sure.
Thanks, man.
I'll give you 50% of it.
Whoa, hey, listen.
Is that a legally binding statement?
Is that how this works?
Will, edit this in.
I just want to say, I invented Drunk Minecraft.
Who's Will? Oh, that is. I think. Isn't that one Markiplier's old editors before Lixian?
So
No, the answer is 0.
0?
It's claimed.
no way, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, then just give me the next best one. That's fine.
0.
Anyway, I do just want to say, as a goal, going viral, not hot.
I want to go viral.
Okay, not a hot goal. Not in a judgmental way, but kind of in a judgmental way. All these kids who are licking ice cream and on TikTok and putting it back, and weird shit that people do on the internet to go viral with no other goal. It's always weird to me and like cringy, and it just it's weird. Even when it works and it goes super viral, was it worth it? I don't think so. I don't think it was. It's not. Don't be like us, kids.
It has been declared. Our lives are terrible. Don't try to be us. Oh, are you kidding us? Oh,
We don't even have good bucket lists.
That's true.
oh, we're boring.
That's true.
We've got
No,
more
you're
like
not.
cup lists. They're real small and
None of you were boring. Like, if anything, I think Mark is the most interesting of all three of you. And that's just my personal opinion on it. And that's just, yeah, for me, like, again, my voice is not doing that well, guys.
shitty.
Well,
You don't want to be a YouTuber.
Speaking of shitty, I need to go figure out how to eat shit and get young.
yeah, on that note,
Stop. Just stop. I'm asking you nothing. Stop talking about shit.
what has been a relatively docile episode that's made me think a lot more about my own death than I really anticipated, is going to stumble to yet another clumsy end. Thank you so much for playing along, friends of mine. I have to say, I'm struggling to pick a winner. You are tied on points, actually. I was keeping loose track of points in my head, as I like to do, and I swear to God, you ended up tied.
Dual hosting again.
Look, I am just going to pick a winner based off of whose
Height.
bucket list I like better.
Wait, didn't you two agree on one? Shit. I like the Olympics.
Oh, wait, are the Olympics on your bucket list now?
Oh, man, they sure might be.
Wait, no, Bob, they're on my list too.
Unbelievable.
I actually wait. I said it was hot because it was in LA. I actually
Yeah,
was.
no,
Yeah,
you know
you
what? That's
fucking
fair. That's
did.
fair. I did. Mark came back to me on the Olympics, so.
But-
Yeah.
Oh, what do you have an argument with? Are you saving your soul right now?
I don't, but I'm
Saving. Doesn't he even have a sword to begin with?
trying to.
You were even a good sport. You played along with our James Webb Space Telescope talk at the beginning, Wade. You really
I did. I liked
You
it.
really tried today, but Mark and I, essentially sharing a bucket list item kind of made it unfair for you.
Nice.
I can't believe when it comes down to sports, I lost to you two. Whenever I probably played sports more than both of you combined.
I don't think that's the common denominator.
How does this come down to sports?
Olympics are sports.
Well, technically, no. They're technically a competition of sports. They're not sports themselves. They're just more like a competition of it.
Olympics are sport.
Yeah. Well, I did track and field, so I don't think you did track and field.
No,
I didn't even know he did track and field.
I turned my teacher down forever.
Yeah, I did. Mark and I both putted, shot, and scussed some diz.
Yeah.
That one didn't land, but that's okay.
I played basketball for as many years as there were bucket list items.
Mark wins, okay? We're going to the Olympics in LA in 2028
Wait.
or whenever it is, and it's going to be awesome.
I choose to exercise my automatic win card.
Oh, shit. No, Mark. Wade and I talked about this, and
No, it didn't.
it seemed only fair. So, given that Wade has activated his one and only and destroyed upon
Wait,
use.
I choose to reserve my card.
What?
I don't have a topic.
Fine, fuck it. Mark wins. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Distractable. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you follow the podcast, and so you know when it comes out on Mondays. You should know that by now. How do you not remember this? It's Monday mornings. What are you doing with your life? Clearly, you're not listening hard enough if you don't know when the podcast comes out. Anyway, Markiplier on YouTube and places, and Lord Minion 777 or Minion 777 on YouTube or Twitch or places, and I am MySkerm. You'll never spell it, so it doesn't really matter. And that is the end of this episode. Buy some merch, go to the subreddit, all that usual stuff. We're out of here. Podcast out.
I'm really gonna stop though. Well, God, I had the thing updated always so much. I had to redo it. Well, that was something. Well, for the first 20 minutes, I think they just started talking about shit the whole time. And then, wait, was I sitting right here? Okay, I was right here, so I could just let me just be on this hand. Okay, so then they just started doing a bucket list. My bucket list has to be so far it's only 4 things. Move out of my parents' house and go to probably New Jersey or something. Meet Markiplier and do a collaboration with him someday. Create my own podcast, because in school we have our own podcasting, and I am a part of it as the production truck person. And finally, reach 1 million subscribers on YouTube before I die. So yeah, that's my entire bucket list. So thank you so much for putting. If you have wait, how long? It's been 1 hour and 10 minutes. Well, 1 hour and 11 minutes now. If you guys have lasted this long, then you are a true you're a true SnakeOnix fan. And who the fuck is Tex? I'm not applying for a fucking scholarship. So, guys, if you have lasted this long in the video, thank you so much. You are a true fan if you lasted this long. So yeah, Markiplier, Wade, Bob, if you're watching this, please do not copyright it. And Mark, if you are watching this, know that my bucket list collaborating with you. That's not a joke. I actually do want to work with you someday on a video. So, thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want more Distractable. If this video gets 30 likes by the end of Friday, I would do another Distractable on next Monday. Thank you all so much for watching. And stay tuned for the next time. Bye.